There is power in the name of Jesus. Let me repeat myself again. There is power in the name of Jesus. Listen, if there is any name that is given on earth that has so much power and authority, is the name of Jesus. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean by that. Last week, not the last week, the upper week, Saturday, my man started complaining of a stomach ache, right? And this stomach ache just started as, just normal stomach pain. And he was like, he has gone to the toilet twice already. And he realized that the more he went to the toilet, the more he loses strength, like he becomes weak. And I asked him, what kind of, stool is that? And he said that it was coming out watery. And I was like, what did you eat? Because me and him ate the same thing. Like everything he ate the previous day, we ate together. In the morning, and that morning when everything started later in the afternoon, we ate everything together. So what is the problem? But at the same time, sometimes when something like that happens, we always feel like, okay, maybe because our stomachs are different, He always joke around that he has a foreign stomach while I have a local stomach, right? Maybe that's why things, affect him more than it affects me. So I didn't take it serious, okay? But it was affecting him little by little. And later that night, we're about to go to bed, and he still went to the toilet. And I observed something about the stool. The stool was very, stinky, like it smelled so bad. And I was like, why is it smelling this bad? But I didn't put any meaning to it, right? I went to bed, we told ourselves good night, and went to bed. Only for me to sleep till something just woke me up by 2 a.m. past, let me say maybe a little minutes past 2 a.m. in the morning. And when I woke up, I noticed he was like rumbling on the bed. He was like turning on the bed, and I asked him, are you okay? And he was like, no, he's not. That he has gone to the toilet more than 3 to 4 times already. And that's since we went to sleep, since we told ourselves good night and we went to sleep, he has gone to the toilet 3 to 4 times already, and it's like he still wants to go to the toilet, and his body is not even agreeing with him to even get up from the bed. So I still had some sleep in my eye, like I was still very sleepy. And I told him, why not just go to downstairs, go to the kitchen and make local ORT. Now, what is local ORT? Local ORT is the drink that I remember growing up, my parents used to do it for me and my siblings whenever we're having running stomach and we're stooling, and she makes water with sugar and salt. Now, the salt has to be a little bit more than the sugar. So I said, will you go to the kitchen to go and do that? And he was like, he can't, but let him just go to the toilet. So he got up and was going to the toilet, and all of a sudden I heard a very heavy fall. I mean, this fall was so bad that there's a toilet directly over our room upstairs. I came down in the morning, I saw the paint of the ceiling fell off the floor. That was how bad that fall was. And immediately he fell. That was when the sleep that I was sleeping clear from my eye, and I got up immediately from the bed. And I saw him rolling on the floor. When I came off the bed, I just came and saw him rolling on the floor. His eyes were already twisting as if he was already giving up. And I was like, what is going on? Now, this is where it dawned on me that something is about to happen. I mean, this is not just ordinary. This is more than what the eyes can see. Like, this person went from being okay to not being okay, complaining of stomach pain and going to the toilet. And now all of a sudden you are weak. He couldn't even take himself to the toilet, and he just felt like the fall was so bad. All right, let me just continue the story. Excuse me. I'm just thinking about the scenario, and trust me, it was really, really bad. All right, let's continue. So I came and saw him, and his eyes was turning. And the next thing I just remembered was that call the name of Jesus. I was scared. But I remember that if I just stand here and start shouting or I start screaming, it's in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. in the morning, who is going to come and help me? Now, the only person I can call to come and help me is Jesus. Then I started calling the name of Jesus. You need to see how I was just calling the name of Jesus. I was praying. I was calling the name. It was just Jesus that was coming out of my mouth. Then I remembered I had a magazine that they gave us in church, one Healing Streams magazine. I attend Christ Embassy Church, and we do these healing streams, every 3 months in a year. And we are given all these magazines, and I have so many of them in the house. So I've heard testimony of people who carry these magazines and they use it to heal people, even raise the dead. And I say, okay, this is my time to use this magazine. Now, I'm not just using the magazine because that's going to be the word to heal him, but I'm using the magazine just like, Paul in the Bible. Is it Paul and Silas that were passing the front of gate called Beautiful, and there was this lame man. I think it was Peter or Paul and Silas. Please excuse me, okay? So he carried his handkerchief and placed on him, and the person immediately received his healing. So I carried that magazine and I carried my Bible, and I came and placed it on my man, and I started praying, calling the name of Jesus, and I was praying. I kept praying. I was just praying. So something just told me, play songs, play music. If you've watched Sinners, right, you will agree with me. Music is spiritual. Even without watching Sinners, I already know that music is very, very spiritual. Music will either invoke demons or invite the presence of God. So don't take music for granted. Never. If you're a Christian and you're someone who like listening to worldly music, then I don't know what to tell you right now, because trust me when I tell you that music invokes demons, invites demons, or invite the presence of God. So I started playing music on my phone, and I'll not forget the name of the song, The Name of Jesus by Sinach. That is the song I was playing because I was calling the name of Jesus. So that song made sense at that point. So I started playing the name. The name of Jesus is higher than all the name. So I started praying. I was singing with the song. I was calling the name of Jesus, and I kept going. And as I was doing that, I didn't want him to keep quiet because of what I saw. And I was like, okay, if I let him keep quiet, maybe he might check out from there. Like, just go like that. So I kept talking to him. And the more he kept responding, I kept, talking to him. I kept praying and everything. So the next thing he told me was that I should help him to the toilet, that he wants to, go to the toilet and stool again. So I tried to help him up. Like, mind you, my man is 6'3" feet. He's tall, and he is also like he's not slim and he's not fat. Okay, I think he weighs up to 100 kg, right? So to carry me that is this tiny, it was so hard. So I told him, you know what, there's no need to carry you now, just do it here. I'm going to clean it. I got you. All right, why am I in your life? I got you. I'm going to do this. So that was how, mind you, this stooling is not just the typical one that it's just water that was coming out of him. This made him for the next 3 days, he wasn't able to pee because he got so dehydrated. Now water was coming out of him and it was just like scattered everywhere, but I didn't mind. When he finished, he said, okay, I should help him up. I took him to the toilet. I washed him. That's to the bathroom. I washed him. Then I came back and I washed the entire place. And little by little, I kept praying. I didn't let him, after I finished washing him from the toilet, I put him back on the bed and he went to sleep. Although it was still a struggle, but I know that what called him back was that name of Jesus that I kept calling. Because at that point, I told you, I knew that was not a natural scenario. That was more than what I saw. That was spiritual. What was happening was spiritual. But they only wanted to use that stomach pain to say, okay, you know what, that was what killed him. That's why I say most of the times, right? I say this, people don't believe me when I say this, right? Most deaths are unnecessary. If some people that died, if they have some people around them who prayed for them, called the name of Jesus, they wouldn't have died. Believe me on this. All right? So, now, put him on the bed. He was still not okay, but I saw that he's coming back little by little. I kept praying. Now, I woke up by past 2 in the morning. I didn't go to bed again. Like, my eyes did not see sleep again till the following day in the night. I was awake till in the morning, till 6, 7. I had to call my driver to come and take us to the hospital early in the morning. So mind you, I did not sleep, like, since I woke up by 2. So that's how I kept praying till morning. Then called the driver, come and pick us, took us to the hospital. Thank God for our doctors that God has placed, to take care of us here. The doctors, as we rushed him to the hospital, the doctors diagnosed him with dehydration and bacterial infection. These were the things that he was diagnosed with. So immediately the doctor started pumping him some saline, some things that will, bring back hydration to his system and everything. Now, right now I can tell you, if he was like 100% before, right now he is like 150% right now. Like, he's doing better, he's doing fine. But I can tell you for a fact that if it was not the name of Jesus that I called, if it's not the prayer that I made that night, imagine I started screaming, maybe trying to rush to go and call the neighbors to come and see what was happening. Maybe at that point, maybe it would have been too late. Maybe he would have checked out. That is why you need the name of Jesus in your mouth. You must know Jesus for yourself. You must know God for yourself. Believe me on this. I told you this before in some of my videos. I was born and brought up in a Christian home, right? But I didn't know Jesus one-on-one. I didn't have a relationship with him until like 3 years back, when I started having a relationship with God. Now, if it was back then this happened, I would have freaked out. I would have been so scared. I would have not known what to do. I would have just come out in the middle of the morning and I'm shouting, maybe waking up the neighbors, and who will come? Because I live in an environment that even if you shout from morning till night, nobody will come out to see what is going on, because everybody is living on their own. Do you understand me? So if things like this happen, and most especially when the devil wants to attack, he makes sure he attacks at the time that he knows that nobody can come to help. Maybe in the middle of the night, like just what happened to me. He attacks at the time that he knows that you can't get help. That is how a lot of people passed on from then. But when you have the name of Jesus in your mouth, there is nothing that will affect you. There is nothing that will happen to you. Believe me on this. The name of Jesus saved my man that day, because I kept calling his name. I kept singing. I kept calling. And that was how he got saved. And now he's doing more better than he was. I don't know who I'm telling this to. I know why I'm sharing this to you, my audience, today. Because, someone will need this. Someone will need this. Now I can tell you categorically that God was preparing me for this day. There's sometimes that I'll just, sit down and I'll just be scared of something. Then God will tell me, there's no need for you to be scared, because I'm not giving you the spirit of fear, but I've given you the spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Now, that was what I used that day, because I was scared. Seeing him on that floor, he was rolling, his eyes was rolling, I was scared. But I told myself, God has not given me the spirit of fear. He has equipped me with the spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. And I am here to exercise that authority in the name of Jesus. Yes, I can call anybody that I want to call, but they will not save him. But I know one name that I can call that will save him. A name that has been given authority in heaven and on earth and under the earth. And that was when I called that name. When I called that name, heaven stand at attention. Yes, protocol must be observed when you call that name. Listen, if you don't know Jesus, if you don't have the name of Jesus in your mouth, I don't know what to tell you. You are literally living on a gunpowder. because life is so much spiritual. It's so spiritual. Anything can happen at any day. And if you don't have the name of Jesus in your mouth to call, that's how they will finish you. Believe me on this. All right, I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll be stopping right here, okay? And I hope that this video talked to someone out there. I really hope this video tell you, how to get closer to God and how to use the name of Jesus, and how, because there is no how you can use the name of Jesus if you don't know him. So you need that relationship with him. Trust me, it will save you, it will save your loved ones, it will save people that are around you. Believe me on this. All right, I hope this video taught someone, and I hope this video would do something to you. And if it does, please do not forget to leave this video a thumbs up so that the algorithm will push it to more people so that they can see this and learn as well. Okay, and drop those comments in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my testimony and what I've shared so far. So thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. I remain your girl, MJ.